Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa game. And today we're doing part 2 of our Malaysia qualifying series. We've gotten past round 1 in the last video. Now we're in a group with Australia, Syria, Iran and Uzbekistan. We are the smallest team here, and possibly if I played well I could sneak into second place. I think either Australia or Iran will win this group outright. But we've got the top goal scorer in the whole campaign. Abdul Razak's got 8 goals, so hopefully he can help us to get a lot of wins in this campaign. I hope so anyway. The great thing about 2010 is that, you know, it's easier than the other World Cup games, and I'm a little bit better at it. So here we go. We are on Legendary. I always show it at the start of videos because it is the best and most fun way to play the game. Our first match then, away from home, is going to be against Syria. Can we start off bright here and win this game and get a big 3 points on the board for Malaysia? We're looking to qualify for the World Cup. It can be done. Let's see if we can continue the good form like we had in the last video. Al-Khatib, he passes it and it almost goes off the field. Malaysia have been very good in this campaign so far. Like I said, we have the top scorer in the Asia region, so that will help us massively in achieving our goals to getting to the World Cup. And if we can get to the World Cup with Malaysia, that would be pretty special, wouldn't it? Because we've done it with Indonesia, and I think we've done it with a couple of Southeast Asian teams, so doing it with Malaysia would be also pretty special. And a through ball, and he could go through here. Mohad Saleh has been also pretty good in this campaign, and he shows it there with a goal, and that is 1-0 to Malaysia. I think Malaysia's strikers are on fire right now. I love the way they feel. I really like how the whole team feels right now. Like I've said in previous gameplays on this 2010 game, some teams, even if they're sort of 1 star, they can feel absolutely amazing to control. Up to you, Abdul Razak. And, well, we ran into that pretty much, and that's a red card. You can tell that Syria are getting frustrated. I mean, we got past them there almost, and they just took me out. Is that going to be a penalty? Oh, it was just on the line there. So, Al-Baba misses the next match for Syria. We're going to lay it off here, and I don't really wanted it there, but okay, it's out of play for a corner. So Malaysia are 1-0 up over Syria as it goes into half time. They are down to 10 men, so Malaysia should be seeing this one out. I think we've been pretty strong in the first half. The game's kind of slowed down now as we go into the 60th minute. Syria have had more possession and there's been less shots and stuff, so it's just been a bit of a battle just for them to try and reclaim some possession and stuff like that. But Malaysia still in control of this match. It's 1-0 still. We love to see that. It's just great play all around here from Malaysia. The passing is so excellent. I mean, you don't really get this from the real Malaysia, do you? I mean, look at that. That was so good. And that is 2-0. And I think that's Abdul Razak again. That's his 9th goal of qualifying, I believe. So absolutely sensational here against a 10-man Syria. And it was just really brilliant passing to drag all the Syrians over to one player. And then I had a free shot on goal. I think that I can expect some more resistance from Australia and Iran. Uzbekistan as well, they're a good team on this game. You know, they can have you when you're not playing well. They are probably one of the better teams in the Asia region that you've got to watch out for. A lot of people underestimate them. But we are Malaysia, and I believe that Malaysia could be a dark horse as well in this qualifying. And that is going to be it. We've beaten Syria by 2-0 in our first match of this final round of qualifying, and good win for Malaysia. This is what I love about 2010. For me personally, is that the sort of arcadey kind of style of play allows for me to have better runs. I've been playing a lot of 2014 recently, and a lot of people always say to me, which one do you prefer, 2010 or 2014? 2010 for the arcadey play and the fact that I played this game so much that I've become like pretty sad at this game, to be honest with you. And 2010 allows for some sensational qualifying runs I've done in the past, and World Cup wins as well. But 2014 is more realistic and it's more rewarding, I feel, when I actually do achieve my goals on 2014 gameplays. Our second match of this qualification campaign is going to be against Australia. We are back at home. I expect a harder game here against Australia. Of course, they're going to put up more resistance. They're not unbeatable, especially on this game. You know, if this was 2014, like I was saying earlier, they probably would beat me. Australia have not letting me have any of the ball in the first 20 minutes. I've barely done anything but sort of clear it from my final third. But we can't actually get forward at the moment. But this might be, no, just tackled there. This is what I mean. More resistance, obviously, because it is Australia. How about this for a smart play over the top? And, oh, there was a collision, but there was no penalty or anything like that. Over the top here. What a ball. Here comes Tim Cahill. And what a fantastic tackle that was before he shot. I thought I'd better slide just in case, but it was very risky, because if I got that wrong, that would have been a red card and a penalty. I think we're going to go into half time with the scores locked level at 0-0. Not too bad for Malaysia here. Of course, we made a clutch tackle. That was probably the only highlight of the game so far. Crossed in. Oh, that's a good one, but for some reason Australia did not strike that. I think he must have miskicked it, and Australia missed another chance to potentially score. McDonald over the top, and surely, okay, not offside. Off the post! Goalkeeper didn't save it, and it's over the bar. Australia could have scored in this game, absolutely, but they haven't taken their chances. A bit unlucky with the post hit, but the header afterwards should have definitely been a goal. Into the middle. Got to go for the shot, and it's just caught. That's our first shot of the game. And, well, I think a 0-0 draw is pretty lucky, considering that all the chances that Australia had were missed. They still got a chance here. It's crossed in. Oh, come on. They got it in the end. And Tim Cahill scores in the 88th minute to end our really good defensive streak there throughout the entire match. We were a little lucky, though, to be fair, most of the match. Like, every time Australia had a shot, they would miss it, but they finally get a goal in the 88th minute to break our hearts. Although, a mistake by Australia, come on. Oh, go on, Malaysia. Oh my goodness, yes, yes, Malaysia. Malaysia, Abdul Razak in the 90th minute has equalised, and that was just pandemonium defensively. Look at that, they tried to take me out, I jumped over him, and I still finished off the chance, and that is 1-1. I can't believe that. That was an insane sort of minute, I'd say, of in-game play. So the points are shared in this one, and we were lucky in that match. Australia should have scored more goals, they should have closed out the game better, and with our second shot of the game, we managed to equalise. Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Abdul Razak is injured and out for 2 games. So he's out for this game, and he's out for the Iran game as well. Third match of qualifying is against Uzbekistan away from home. A tough opponent, very tough opponent. A lot of people don't think that Uzbekistan are good, but trust me, they are very decent on this game. One thing I forgot to mention as well, I just love Malaysia's sort of, I want to say like sort of beehive kit sort of thing. And we just conceded there to Uzbekistan. Nothing we could do. Karpenko, it was palmed into the path of him. I really love Malaysia's black and yellow kit. You don't really see it that often in international football where it's like black and yellow sort of thing. So it kind of stands out. It's pretty nice. And slidden out there. What's that going to be? That's going to be a red. What is the computer doing? Like making those types of challenges. And that's a red card for Uzbekistan. Here comes Kran. He's tackled, but he will chase it. And he's got it. This is the substitute, by the way, to replace Abdul Razak. So hopefully he can be a good replacement. Although this is not looking good. And that was a decent tackle to stop the run. That's how you do it, Uzbekistan, without giving away a card. Tackled again. Uzbekistan trying to get as many yellow cards as possible in this match. And they slide me out again. That's a yellow, and that's a red card again. Uzbekistan down to 9 men in the first half. I don't know what they're doing. They're 1-0 up. They're trying to throw this game or something. It's half time, and Malaysia are down 1-0 against a 9-man Uzbekistan. Bit weird how they've had 2 players sent off in the first half. Really ill-disciplined from Uzbekistan, but if they pull this win off, then that would be quite annoying because, you know, they're down to 9 men. We should be pressing their goal a lot more. Good ball. Still not offside, and it's saved. Can we get the rebound? Saved again and pushed away. Oh, I can't believe we didn't score that one. Here comes Uzbekistan. They've got him behind here, and they roll it in for 2-0. A 9-man Uzbekistan, 2-0 up on us. Wow, okay. A bit humbling, considering that we've been on fire in this qualifying campaign. Over the top here. What a ball that was. Can we do it? Can we score? Yes, we can. It's 2-1. The play there was sensational, and the substitute Cram has scored to make it 2-1 now. Down to Zainal. Up to you. Come on. It's Cram into the middle, and that's 2-2. What a sensational comeback from Malaysia. And that's Mohad Saleh with the goal, 83rd minute. But to be honest with you, I should have been doing this earlier against Uzbekistan. They were down to 9 men in the first half. Go on. Go on, Malaysia. Off the post. We can still get it. No, it's just cleared away there. How unlucky was that from Malaysia to hit the post on the 90th minute there and not get the rebound either. Good result in the end. It was a bad result when we were 2-0 down to a 9-man Uzbekistan. You know, I was thinking to myself, oh, we're going to lose this one. And that would have been a little bit on the embarrassing side. Oh, great. More injuries. Even our substitute striker just got injured in training. Our next match is going to be against Iran, and we are at home for this one. So, again, another powerhouse to try and contend with in this qualification match. We got lucky against the other powerhouse, Australia. It was a 1-1, so maybe that luck won't happen in this one because Malaysia, we've got a few training injuries, and that might be, I don't know, it might be quite bad for us. Crossed in by Iran, headed away. That was a bit too close for us. Iran are pressing us massively here. And they tackle me again. It's rolled past the post. Go on. Off the post from Malaysia again. Over the top to Madanchi. What's he going to do here? Out to Nosrati, crossed in, header, and it goes well wide. I think it was offside anyway. So it's half time, and the score is 0-0 between Malaysia and Iran. It's been a decent game though so far. I feel like whoever wins this game is only going to win by a single goal. It's been that tight between both of the teams. Iran have played really well defensively. We have as well. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be a 1-0, or if that, it's just going to be another draw. Oh, wow, great ball, and here comes Shoje. And he puts it wide thanks to the pressure of our defence there. Uzbekistan have taken a lead against Australia with only 10 minutes to play, so that could be a big result for Uzbekistan. 2-0 now to Uzbekistan. That is a bit of a shock, really, in this region, that Uzbekistan are getting a win against Australia. I mean, I know it can happen, but just a tiny bit of a shock. A 0-0 draw against Iran. Not too bad, but we are definitely missing our star striker, Abdul Razdak. In his absence, we haven't been scoring as much, which kind of sucks, but I mean, we have to deal with it. We're still competitive, but we just are missing all those goals. This is crazy. Both of the Radzaks are out for training, in training injuries. That is crazy. The game hates me. It absolutely does. It just doesn't want Radzak back on the pitch. So many injuries, but we are halfway through this qualifying campaign. We are sat in second place with 6 points. Although it's very close, really close between everyone. And I don't think I've had a situation like this for a while in the Asia zone on this game, where everybody is super close. In the other group, it looks like Japan are winning that one currently. We have North Korea on their tail with 9 points. South Korea in that playoff spot with 6 points. China have 4 points. They could easily get into that top 2 places with a couple of wins. And Bangladesh sadly have got 0 points. I mean, really impressive that they got this far, but unfortunately I don't think they're going to get anything out of this campaign. Our next match then is going to be against Syria at home. Hopefully we can get some more points on the board here for Malaysia. We've only got 6. I'd like to increase that to 9, 10 sort of thing. Through ball, Mohad Saleh. Twisting and turning here into the middle. And it's in, yes! And that's a goal for Malaysia, and that's 1-0. Kalipan has scored to make it 1-0. Kalipan, is that how you say it? Kalipan or something? I don't know. I'm sorry for the pronunciation, but he scores a fantastic goal to make it 1-0. Here comes Syria, finesse shot off the bar. How unlucky was that for Syria? Again, another... Oh! That was again close. Syria coming close twice there. Al-Khatib crosses it in and it's dealt with. But hold on. Oh, it's blocked. Thankfully. Headed. It's a goal scorer. Oh, I thought he put that one in. It narrowly goes wide. And as we go into half-time, Malaysia are still 1-0 up. Could have gone either way, to be fair. We could have doubled our lead, or we could have just been back level. Syria did come close in that first half. Great challenge. And it's rolled in. Syria, defensive error, and it's 2-0. And it's Mohad Saleh with the goal. And Malaysia are 2-0 up now. Great challenge to stop him from clearing it. And just rolled in for 2-0. Lovely stuff from Malaysia. Go on over the top. Beautiful ball. This could be free. It is free. 3-0 to Malaysia against Syria. Malaysia just absolutely on fire right now. Uzbekistan 4, Iran 2. Looks like Uzbekistan have got a bit of a grip on that game now. Uzbekistan 4, Iran 3. What a game that is. It's only the 60th minute. I wish you could just like watch highlights or something of that, you know, at half time or full time or something. You know, even if it was just randomly generated goals. Syria cross it in. And that's a goal. It may just be a consolation, but it's 3-1 now. And it's Wraith with the goal to make it 3-1. Okay, got to watch out a little bit. Maybe a comeback is on. It's a good cross. And okay, well, Syria have got another one. And it's Wraith again. Another goal. And that's going to be 3-2. And this was literally the last kick of the game. It's 3-2. Very decent game. But Syria just couldn't pull it off at the end. And Malaysia get all 3 points, which is fantastic for us. It means that we soldier on into the next 3 games. Our next match is away from home against Australia. Very tough opponent, but we are 4 points clear of them in this group. They are sat in 4th place, which is a little bit of a surprise. Here comes Cram. And that was a good ball. Oh, how did he pull that shot off when he had the defenders all over him? And Maya Yudin has scored in the 3rd minute against Australia. That quickly? He pulls off that kind of finesse shot when he's got like 1 or 2 defenders all over him. Look, like 1 player on him and 1 player in front of him, and he still managed to do that kind of shot. Love it. Absolutely love it. 1-0 to Malaysia. The early lead can be a dangerous one. Australia have a lot of time to get back into this game. I wish that goal came in the 90th minute. Through ball. Here comes Cram. He's going through with Australia chasing him. He puts it wide, sadly. Go on. Good play. And it's rolled underneath Schwarzer for 2-0. And it's Mohad Saleh again. He has been so good in Abdul Razak's absence. He has stepped up and scored so many goals. I think Abdul Razak and Mohad Saleh both now have 10 goals in the entire campaign. Half time and it's looking so good. 2-0 up. Obviously, there is a chance to get back in it for Australia, but defensively, Malaysia have been excellent. How did that go in? How did that go in? I thought I got tackled. That's why I didn't say anything. But Mohad Saleh has put it in for 3-0. And Australia are getting absolutely destroyed here in this match. I played it in, and then I passed it to Mohad Saleh. He had 2 players around him, so I didn't say anything because obviously he was going to get tackled. He still went in. Through ball. Here comes Cram. And that's headed in for 4-0. Schwarzer tried to keep it out, but somehow it just crept in from the tiny little header. And Australia have been humiliated here. 4-0, the through ball here. And Malaysia just seemed completely on fire. Really just insane. It's crazy because Malaysia are a half-star team. And we're playing like this against Australia. But when I did my Jordan run a few weeks ago, we really struggled in this kind of situation. Crossed in, and Australia tried a little karate kick shot. What a day this is for Malaysia. It's going to be a 4-0 victory here against Australia. I didn't see this one coming at all. Did not see that one coming. And that is huge for our qualifying hopes. If we can just get one more victory, I think we'll probably do it. So our penultimate match is going to be against Uzbekistan. If we win or even draw here, we would have done enough to secure that automatic spot. However, if we lose, then it might be a problem because Iran are 6 points behind us. If we lose this one and they win, then it's entirely possible that they could beat us on our final match. Mohad Saleh. Abdul Razak, he's back for this one, and he could provide an assist, or almost. That would have been a good instant impact for him. Abdul Razak. He scores, yes, and he made it 1-0. Abdul Razak has scored to make it 1-0 to Malaysia, and his goal scoring form continues, even back from injury. Through ball. Abdul Razak is going through. Can he make it 2? He has made it 2, and he's just absolutely unreal, isn't he? He's basically like the Malaysian version of Haaland or Mbappe. Half time, we have 45 minutes like this again, then we've pretty much done it. Like 100% I'd say done it, because we're top anyway, so this will just even further stamp our dominance in this group. Oh, that was a bad clearance. Uzbekistan have scored, and that is 2-1 now. Okay, well that was just a bad clearance from me, and yeah, Uzbekistan took full advantage of it. It was lucky it deflected over there, and they were able to tap it in. Mohad Saleh on the ball for Malaysia. Plays it down, and that was unlucky. That shot, it was saved. That would definitely sealed the game. Still 9 or 8 minutes left to play. Uzbekistan have livened up a little bit after scoring that goal. A 2-1 victory here as it stands will put Malaysia into the automatic spots and qualify them into the World Cup, which is just absolutely amazing for them. And here we go. Mohad Saleh, can he do it? Put the cherry on top of the icing on the cake, and he's done it. He has done it. Malaysia have qualified for the World Cup. Absolutely spectacular, because we have been on fire now in this last sort of 3 matches or so. Incredible. So it will be interesting to see who will get that second place spot and the playoffs as well, because other teams keep losing against each other and then getting points off each other and stuff. You know, there's not a consistent second place like winner sort of thing. Obviously, I'm in first place right now, but there's nobody in second place right now that's actually like solidly locked down that spot. So going into the final game, this is your table. So Malaysia have done it. Regardless of what happens, they have done it 100%. Now it's going to be a massive battle between three nations here. Uzbekistan, Australia and Iran will all be looking to get that second place spot. Iran need to beat us in order to even get the playoffs. If they lose, then they can't even qualify for anything. In the other group, it's pretty close between all of those four nations apart from Bangladesh. Bangladesh basically just got squashed in this campaign, in this part. I mean, fair play for getting to the last round, but yeah, they didn't do anything in this last round. Literally anything can happen on the last day. So our final match against Iran, it doesn't matter for us, but it absolutely matters for Iran. Great qualifying campaign by Malaysia, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing what kind of group I will get with Malaysia. Good ball, and it's a great goal by Malaysia. Another fantastic goal, and that is Mohad Saleh. Literally, Mohad Saleh and Radzak are fighting for this sort of top goal scorer in qualifying. I haven't had any score updates from the other games in the group. I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, I think Australia are playing Uzbekistan right now, so I guess it's still 0-0. It's only a 1-0 here, still lies in the balance. We haven't actually had that much of a chance to break Iran down any further. Australia are 1-0 up over Uzbekistan, so Australia could nab that second place spot and push Uzbekistan down to the playoffs. Oh, so over the top, Iran, and they put it in for 1-1. The comeback trail is on for Iran. Karimi has scored to make it 1-1 now with 10 minutes to play. Is there a late comeback for Iran? Only a victory will put Iran into the playoffs, and furthermore, Australia have put themselves 2-0 up against Uzbekistan. Crossed in, Iran almost got there. I think it's just going to be a 1-1 here, I think, although Iran are still pushing through. Can they do it? This would be late drama if they do. Headed away, Iran have got it, and they just put it wide of the post. Their own teammate got in the way, and that could have been the chance to put them 2-1 up in the 90th minute and send them to the playoffs. But no, I don't think it's going to happen anymore. I don't think so. How heartbreaking is that for Iran, that their own player got in front of that shot? That is truly tragic. Malaysia are obviously safe, but Iran, I don't think they've made it. So in the end, this is your final table, and Australia pinched that automatic spot away from Uzbekistan on the final day, and Uzbekistan were lucky that Iran didn't win against me, otherwise they would have just lost entirely. But Iran couldn't do it in the end, and they miss out on qualifying and the playoffs. Uzbekistan will go to the playoffs, where they will meet North Korea for a chance. Look how close that group was. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. I've never seen a situation like that ever. Like, exclude Bangladesh, because they were obviously just like the whipping boys in that group. Like, that is ridiculous between those four nations. Absolutely insane. And Japan and China will automatically go to the World Cup. North Korea will go to the playoffs, and South Korea will be missing out. So we'll check out the playoff results and stuff and the other groups in a minute. I know you guys like to see those after the draw as well, so we'll just draw the bigger teams here, and there they go. Czech Republic in group pot 1. That's quite weird, but okay. Ireland go into Group A. In Group B, it's England. In Group C, Hungary. In Group D, Serbia. E, Bulgaria. F, Turkey, Germany and Northern Ireland. And Latvia somehow made it to the World Cup. Welcome, Latvia. In Pot 3, Cameroon going to Group A. Group B will have Chile. In Group C, we'll have Ivory Coast. Group D, Japan. In Group E, Australia. In Group F, Paraguay. Group G will have Nigeria, and USA will go into Group H. I don't really know what group I want but I really want to avoid Group B. Please. Please avoid Group B. Burkina Faso going to Group A. In Group B, we will have... Oh my goodness. It had to be, didn't it? That group. Okay, China going to Group C. Congo DR going to Group D. We will have in Group E, Honduras. In Group F, Uzbekistan. Okay, so Uzbekistan made it. And who else in Group G? Jamaica. And that will put Costa Rica into Group H. But anyway, to round off this video, we'll have a look at the qualifiers. So in Group A, Portugal and Hungary go through in that one. Quite clear cut really on that one. In Group B, it was Latvia that went through and Israel went to the playoffs. Switzerland and Greece missing out by 2 points. Moldova got kind of close as well, to be fair. Group C, it was Czech Republic and Northern Ireland going to the playoffs. Slovakia missing out by a point. Poland missing out by 2 points. Slovenia missing out by 14. Again, another close group. In Group D, it was Germany that went through and Russia went to the playoffs over Wales on goal difference. In Group E, it was Spain and Turkey that went through, and that wasn't even close in that group really. In Group F, it was England going through automatically and Croatia going to the playoffs. In Group G, it was Serbia and France going to the playoffs. And Group H, it was Ireland and Bulgaria going to the playoffs. Italy missing out by a point. That's huge. Italy missing out on the World Cup. That doesn't usually happen on my gameplays. Not usually anyway. And I'm fairly sure France missed out as well. So we'll check out why France missed out. And in Group I, Holland went through automatically and Norway went to the playoffs. In Africa, it was Cameroon, Nigeria in Group B, Congo DR in Group C, literally by like a point. That group was seriously close. Group D, it was Burkina Faso, and Group E, it was Ivory Coast. In Oceania, it was New Zealand. I mean, we're never going to get anyone different, are we? South America looks like this. So Brazil almost got an historic 50 points. Almost. Like, imagine that, getting 50 points in that group. That is insane if they got that. Argentina came second, Chile came third, Paraguay came fourth, and Uruguay went to the playoffs. It was very close between Uruguay, Venezuela, and Colombia as well. And in CONCACAF, it looks like this. So United States finished first, joint with Honduras, just better goal difference. Costa Rica came third, and Jamaica went to the playoffs. And your playoff rounds look like this. So in Europe, it was Croatia losing against Hungary 2-1 in a very close playoff series. In Group B, it was Turkey that went through on away goals. On away goals, they knocked out France because despite France winning 4-2 at home, France conceded the 2 away goals, and that would have put Turkey through to the next round. So that is insane, like that they got knocked out like that. In Group C, Northern Ireland overturned a 2-1 deficit to beat Russia at home 2-0, and on aggregate it was 3-2 in the end, so well done Northern Ireland. And in Group D, it was Bulgaria that beat Israel by 4-1 on aggregate. In the Asia Zone playoff, Uzbekistan won over North Korea by 4-3. A very close game. Uzbekistan were dominant in the first game, winning 3-1, and then they lost narrowly to North Korea in the second game. So it could have gone either way, to be honest. In the Asia-Oceania playoff, Uzbekistan squeezed by New Zealand to beat them 2-1 over the 2 legs. And finally, it was Jamaica somehow overcoming Uruguay by 2-1 to make it to the World Cup. And that has been your whole qualifying process with Malaysia. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Only one more video to go in this series, and that's obviously the World Cup. If you did enjoy this video, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.